And we land on your very own poet laureate, the one and only Wakefield Brewster. Come on out. Wakefield! Respect. Thank you for being a part of this. I really appreciate you being here. And it's interesting because we saw even earlier on Lillian Allen, spoken word artist. Obviously, Dwayne Morgan. Lillian Allen is a poet laureate now for Toronto. And you have come through this journey as a spoken word artist, a poet, and you've seen so many different things. What and where are you now in terms of your level of consciousness and poetry and your voice?
I think I'm at the highest public point in my career that I've ever been, and I can thank Calgary for that. It has been a 2-year poetry party for me as your poet laureate, and you're supposed to be prepared to give this up, and I am. But although I'm giving up being your poet laureate, I'll never stop being your poet of the people.
Couldn't have said it any better. You actually wrote a special piece called Pass the Mic, and you're going to do a few pieces for us. So, stage is yours, my man.
Thank you.
Blessings. Wakefield Brewster.
A lot of you do know me, and that is a wonderful feeling. Be prepared to be bored, because you're going to hear a poem or two you might know. But then you're going to come to the poem that I'm going to finish with, and it was written expressly for this celebration. So we'll take those travels from dark to light, and I think maybe I will just do these 2 poems. They will be taking up the time. And the first one is Blackout. 2020's supposed to represent perfect vision. Coincidentally, cultures be on courses of collision, pressuring the peoples into doings of division, debating, demonstrating, getting down with demolition. Coming crystal clearly on the coattail of the COVID. Same old story, gonna put you in the no-vid. Gotta stop a running man, click, bang, go did. But nothing truly rocked me like the death of G. Flo did. Don't believe the hype or the news or the lie. For every day my brother from another mother die. Lovingly I kissed her, goodbye how I missed her. Every day we miss a sister from another mister. Death defined daylight so that everybody saw. Another daily modern lynching under Jim Crow law. The Wu had always warned us better get it all in check. 'Cause even though I got your back, you best protect your neck. I'm shaking when I show my wallet or even cash a check. I know this cop, he's gonna call it his life was under threat. He's popping off a pistol like his bullet owed a debt. My brain and his ballistic gonna have a tete-a-tete. A situation might arise that you did not expect. Immediately in their eyes, now you looking suspect. For though we're living freer, we also live in fear. For we know Mr. Officer is also overseer. Check the etymology, my message move in clear. Spectacular vernacular puts vision on the veer. He's the long arm of the law, but he's lawless on the land. He's the leading cause of Black Death. He's the bubonic man. He's the bully and the bouncer, a monkey man in dress. With key and cuff, this monkey enough look up your hand in stress. Even when you see a day in court, it's full court press. Next, they put the fullness of your life upon duress. He's the first line of authority in the master plan. A cop can kill you quicker than the average con can. With riot gear and weaponry, steel-toe boots to step on thee, the spawn of criminology, enhanced by new technology. Rounding up the black sheep, Seth did the herder. Slaughter in the streets is now akin to man and murder. Helen Keller flashbangs above the gun clatter. So tell me how you gonna hear that Black Lives Matter? There is no denying this priority is higher. Historically, it's never white lives coming under fire. This land of opportunity, all built for one community, instead of seeking unity, shall punish with impunity. The reasons for our marching are their methods and their madness. Honoring our elders who fought hard but never had this power of assembly and of gathering in speech. Black cats couldn't even bathe on Whitey's beach. Now we making moves and moving mountains, mobilizing, raising fists around the world to garner globalizing. And somehow in the same way we all find truth fiction wary. Number 45 is rolling out the military. The military marches. The marching turns to mobbing. The mobbing needs a muting. But now it's turned to robbing. The robbing got relentless and led to all the looting. So number 45, he simply said to start the shooting. Brandishing a Bible to allow his ill behavior, acting like a judge, jury, sentinel, and savior. Encroaching with his evil up until 11th hour. He ain't the only one that must be parted from their power. Hands on law, fists on flex, guns on draw, knees on necks. Hands on law, fists on flex, guns on draw, knees on necks. Impossible to take a stand when flattened to the floor. I'd ask my brother Patrick Shand, but he ain't here no more. We lost him 30 years ago exactly to this plight. And even though they snuffed him out, we all still see his light. Legislation lacking, and we've got to lift the lack out. Politicking plans, we've got to back out. Freedom fighters falling into floss and forced to back out. So join me when I say that every day gonna be a blackout. You can tell I'm getting old at this, gotta put my glasses on to read. It's happening in front of y'all, man. Speaking of the passage of time, this is past the mic. We all have our time doing our thing, whatever those things may be. And if those things are gonna live on, you've gotta move over. That's why I'm totally prepared to pass the laureateship on to the next poet. And I hope that they do as much as they possibly can with this opportunity as I have, and as much as all of you have allowed me to. In this instance of writing creatively and new, this poem is about moving over for the next generation. As we see, they keep coming, and we are going. So what direction are we going in? Hopefully the ones we lead them in with all of our greatest intentions. So this poem is titled Pass the Mic. I'd like to say thank you to Master T. I'd like to thank you. I grew up watching this cat, yo. I was rushing home after school to watch this guy. And you open doors, and what you don't know is you are one of my heroes, and you're one of our living legends. You are a living ancestor. And it ain't time for you to pass the mic just yet. You hold on to this, man. We need you. And I need you. I need you people to make me that poet of the people. And I thank you for every single moment you allow me to share this with you. This poem is titled Pass the Mic, and I hope you enjoy it. To have a hold on history, a necessary task. For knowing where you come from means you never have to ask. Our access into ancestry, Sankofa, is the suture. We need to pass black to the past and go black to the future. We did deny our dissolution, we do not dissolve. And therein lies our resolution, such is our resolve. We must behest our very best, repeat and then revolve. Let's rise and challenge, charge and change, adapt and then evolve. Our elders banging on those doors since they were in their youth. From property to presidents, progression is our proof. That colonizing house of cards so kept and so uncouth. We crashed the gates and ceilings, now we're ripping off the roof. Wanting seats at tables for what first we did implore. But we don't care to sit, 'cause we ain't starving anymore. With crumbs abound and all around, and each one we ignore. We did not come to beg, nor did we come to scrub your floor. We need to pass on second class as citizens again. We need to pass on something that is prouder than our pain. We need to pass on lessons learned so legacy may thrive. We need to pass on narratives that claim we're not alive. We need to pass on all those claims that we have times are done. We need to pass on stories when our glory's what we've won. We need to pass on something that is stronger than our strife. We need to pass on ways of living that they may live for life. Not long ago, on hand and knee had been our only stations. Now on our feet with heads held high, imbued with inspirations. We duly stayed those roles once played and paused the presentations. We cleared the house, reset the stage for future generations. Beware, divide and conquer, a precious, precarious provision. For countering our culture by creating colorism. Regardless of your origin or shade of black you wear, remember that the African diaspora don't care. So all of what's tomorrow must be built on yesterday. What's bound to make an impact makes an imprint and shall stay. So this is how our past and future people shall parlay. The first shall clear the lane, and then the next shall lead the way. Now pass on all that's positive, our progeny will need it. Pass on word of wellness, help them see and hear and feel it. Pass on black and proud with any turn of phrase you like. And once you're sure your work is done, remember, pass the mic.
Oh, man. Wow.
Thank you.
Where are you going? Standing ovation, the whole room's buzzing. Still, and then you give me this?
Yeah.
And then you're just going to walk off?
Yeah.
Come here. That was beautiful, man. Wow. You know, it's interesting. Stephanie, said, look, we have to. We've got to get Wakefield on here because I know he was supposed to do something here before and it didn't happen, whatever. But, and then I started watching videos. I started watching, thank God for YouTube, and I started watching him. And I checked his website out and just watching your voice and your power with your voice and your words. And when we asked him, we said, hey, can we commission you to do Pass the Mic? He goes, well, I'm not going to do it figuratively. I'm not going to say this artist to that artist. I'm like, oh, give me the attitude already. I'm like, come on, I'm Master T, come on. I see my name in this one. But you came through with what you do the best, is present who you are through your words. And I thank you, and Calgary, you are blessed to have him as your, well, he ain't done, but he's going to be doing more. But I just want to thank you, Wakefield. I'm blessed, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Give it up to Wakefield Brewster. Thank you. Woo. Wow.